Hi guys, we are live, Southwest UK. Tino, I've just let him go on his phone. He's promised me he's going to be quiet for half an hour. Tino, are you going to be quiet for half an hour?
Yeah, babies.
Right, so got my coffee. I've just finished watching Rhonda's video. I know a lot of you follow Rhonda, Presley Mania. And coincidentally, we have been talking about Lisa Marie and how you lot feel. Let me just sit down here. So we've got about, let's have a look. We've got about 45 minutes. So morning to you. I've been watching loads of videos because just very quickly concerning my wife. I'm trying to understand how I can help her with her condition. Very optimistic. I really do think I can help. So I spent my mornings looking into that. Oh yeah. So a lot of positive thinking going on here, guys. And I woke up in a really good mood. And I really feel that I can make a difference. So that's just, I don't know why it has made me feel much better. Positive mental attitude. Right, there we go. And a big part of it is eating the right foods as well. So anyway, let's talk about Presley Mania and Rhonda. So we have been talking about Lisa Marie, and you guys have got very strong views about the life support machine. I think they would give a DNR was signed by the family, and I found out that DNR means do not resuscitate. Do not resuscitate. But the bits I've read haven't specifically said that it was Priscilla that signed the DNR. It says the family signed the DNR. So I'm guessing the family is Riley and Lisa Marie. But I thought what we could do is look into it a bit, see if we can get more details about it. But I did quickly want to just do the usual. I want to thank the new members. The very newest member, let's have a look. I did quickly take a picture. Let's have a look. Is Natividad, on Teos. He always gives me loads of comments. He joins in with us, guys. And then we've got the newer members, are Faye Simon, Drew, Linda Cudden, Jean Newbeck, and Jane Trinor, and now Natividad. So we've got 26 members now, guys. So it's slowly going up. Remember, it really means a lot to me that you guys become members. It's not about the money, because the money is very small. It's literally £12 a year or $12 a year. It's $1 a month. It's nothing. But it means a lot to me, not because I want money. I can't explain it. It just shows me you like what I do. You're giving me a pat on the back. And I think we've got this growing family. And I have got this intention to create an app that is on 24/7 that we can all join for free. It's included in you guys becoming members. And we can talk to each other 24/7. Doesn't matter what country we're in, what time of the night it is. And we can upload our research, pictures, videos. We can talk as a group, or we can talk one-to-one. And I think I'm going to call the app Defending Elvis. I haven't decided yet. I'm still talking to the people how we're going to do this. Judith, it was good, wasn't it? Presley Mania was good, wasn't it, Judith? Thanks a lot. I'll watch it later and go and get some sleep, Judith. Thanks for quickly letting me know. And we can talk about it later, can't we? Because I'll be on later when you're awake. So night, Judith. I'll have a coffee for you, Judith. So So after watching Presley Mania, Rhonda, who's great, I really like Rhonda. She probably doesn't even know I exist, but after watching her, I thought, well, we have been talking about Lisa Marie quite a lot, and you've got these strong views, guys, that you feel that she turned off the life support machine. Now, Rhonda did say that she doesn't think that a life machine was turned off. She thinks that the family just signed a DNR, and it could have been Priscilla that signed the DNR, do not resuscitate. And then she went on to she's got strong views about Navarone and this interview that he had with the Dr. Drew, where Priscilla got an award in relation to the fact that Lisa Marie, this is where what we're going to try and find out. Something to do with the fact that Lisa Marie had a past with opioids, and Rhonda was angry or upset that the wrong impression is being given out about Lisa Marie, that she died from natural causes. Obviously, the obstruction in her bowel, and she didn't like the impression that was put across by Navarone with this Dr. Drew guy. I haven't seen that interview, so I wonder if it comes up just quickly before we start reading about. Let's see if it comes up. So let's have a look. Right, Tino, come on, you promised me you're going to be quiet. Right, so let's have a look. Good old Tino's behind me. Let's have a look. Let's see if it comes up, guys. Let's have a look. All right, actually, I found 3 clips I'm going to try and read you to do with her passing. Most of the information on there, you know. I'm just going to put in Navarone and Dr. Drew to see what comes up. I have no idea who Dr. Drew is, guys. I've not looked into it. Dr. Drew. Here we go. It's come up straight away. Accept. So it says this week. All right, thank you. But you are going to be quiet now because I want to read this to everyone. So this week, Dr. Drew talks to Navarone Garcia and Michael De Leon about their mission to educate youth on addiction, and Navarone, a musician and the son of Priscilla Presley, shares his experiences growing up in the famous family, his battle with fentanyl addiction, and his journey to rehab and recovery. Michael, the founder of Steered Straight Incorporated, the leading drug prevention program in America, discusses how addiction is affecting the new generation and the series of consequences of vaping on Generation Z. Now, I'm very against vaping. I think, hi, Philomena. I'm very against, we love chatting, don't we, Philomena? How are you? You all right? I'm against vaping, against it, yeah. But we have discussed this about Navarone and this guy, what's his name? Michael De Leon, that Navarone seems to be on a new crusade where he's trying to educate kids on drug addiction. Yeah, but Tino, just turn that down, please. So I wonder, now it's got the podcast here, but it's going to be long, isn't it? It's going to be, if I just play it, let's have a look. I wonder if it will come up on YouTube. It actually shows it. Let's have a look. No, I don't think it does. Let's have a look. Right, we'll click on that link and we'll just see if it talks about it a bit more, because that was only one page. No, all it does, it shows that one heading, and then its podcast is that. I'll just put it on YouTube. Navarone and Dr. Drew. I think you guys want to know about the DNR, don't you? About the life support machine. Doctor, turn that down, please. Right. Growing up in show business, no. Let's have a look. Lisa Presley, a nightmare sister. Let's have a look. Let's just see what comes up here. No, I think I'm going to have to go and find that. So let's start reading the links that we found. There's a short one that is the Daily Mirror. Right, it's just a bit of coffee, guys. Hi, Nadia. What time is it where you are? Having my 2ND coffee. Second coffee. I started watching Presley. I've seen you come on. Honestly, I don't get a good vibe of Navarone. Comes across as entitled. Navarone smokes joints all day long. I have nothing against it, but he shouldn't preach to the kids about drug addiction. So, it's 10 o'clock. So here it's 10 past 9 a.m. Yes. Take what?
This because it's wet.
All right, go on then. Just take it off for a bit, and then we'll put it on after. But we're going football at 9:55. We're going football. So with Tino, guys, I get a lot of comments from you about Navarone, and I know he's not liked by the Elvis community. He's made so many mistakes. You're right. He blatantly smokes joints on social media, and not just joints. It shows him doing other things. And I get the feeling that when he's stoned, he does stupid stuff and says stupid stuff. I think when he's sober, he's more sensible. Because some of the interviews I've watched of him, let's just play one, yeah? He comes across more sensible, but then you see him stoned.
For most of his life, he's been
Let's watch this.
kept secret. One could almost say an invisible son. Now Navarone Garcia is revealing the ups and downs of growing up among show business royalty. KCAL News anchor Pat Harvey has his story of deception, addiction, and recovery.
So let's just go.
The slang term for doing heroin is called chasing dragon. It's been such a long time.
Right, I don't really want the music.
Anti-drug activist and recovered addict Michael De Leon says he couldn't ask for a better partner in his mission to fight youth addiction.
The fame and the family and everything. He tried to run away from that for so long. He's not running away from that anymore.
Navarone, you come from a famous family.
Mm-hmm.
Are there some unique challenges that go along with just that alone?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I think I never really knew why people were befriending me or what their motives were.
Navarone's mom is Priscilla Presley. With the exception of a few set visits as a child and red carpets as a teen, Navarone mostly avoided the limelight.
I did.
Everyone knows Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Your sister Lisa, we know they struggled with addiction, and your mom Priscilla also shared some of her struggles. Is that like a rite of passage in the entertainment industry?
I think it's prevalent, yeah. A lot of times artists look for ways to escape and kind of get, and Hollywood is somewhere that offers all the things that, you know, you're looking for to escape, and it becomes easy to get sucked into, probably.
It is offered, right?
Someone usually offers it.
And some people are more vulnerable to the offers than others.
Trauma is the first gateway drug.
Navarone has always been close with his mother.
She was there for me.
But he hasn't spoken with his dad, Marco Garibaldi, since 2017. Navarone is 37.
I thought I was Italian until I was 30.
Garibaldi was Priscilla's partner for 22 years when the two met in the mid-'80s.
Oh, he said he was an Italian director to my mother, and that was how he kind of got close to her.
And he had everyone convinced.
Spoke Italian, had an Italian accent.
But he wasn't?
No, he was from Brazil. Everything he said was kind of a lie.
A history of deception by trusted loved ones isn't uncommon in addiction. But even more than any betrayal, Navarone blames the drugs themselves. For more than 10 years, he was able to use recreationally, even heroin.
You know, you get a feel for him, don't you? I get the impression that he's trying to change. He's trying to turn over a new leaf. He does get a lot of hate. He does. The amount of comments I get. Hi, Patricia. Hi, All Stars. All Stars, please remind me of your name again. I tell you what, I don't know why, because the All Stars goes into my head, so I can't. The name doesn't come to me. So you could actually change your. You know where it says All Stars 1964. You could put your name in there. I got my coffee, Patricia. I got my coffee. And Nadia, I've watched a lot of Navarone's interviews. I've been watching them lately, and I just think he's very confused. I think drugs have seriously harmed him. I think when he does posts on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, whatever it is, if he's on the influence of alcohol or drugs, he says really stupid things. I've learned that him and Lisa Marie would either get on really well or hated each other. I can completely see that he is very, very close to Priscilla and that Priscilla absolutely worships him. I've seen that in the interviews. There's one interview where they stop him in the street. To see if I can get it up. And they're just walking along. I think they're about to go to his gig, his band. Let's see if it comes up. I watched it yesterday, actually. And Priscilla just... I'd like to just see if that comes up. It was actually quite interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They're literally walking along the street. Let's just see if it comes up. Right, here we go. Right, let's see if it actually shows. I've got a picture of it. I don't know if it's going to show the actual... Right, here we are.
Navarone, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Priscilla, you must be very proud of him.
I am very proud. Yes, he's doing really well.
Literally,
Southwest, so this is one of the shows before we go.
That's great. So it's a little noisy. Can we move over here? Thank you. So Navarone, tell me about your music.
Been doing it forever, since I was a little kid. It's evolved into, I guess, playing with my friends. We play synth rock music, keyboard-driven rock music. We always thought it was really important to just not all become four separate DJs and go our separate ways. We wanted to keep instruments alive and real talent.
Let's jump forward just to see Priscilla.
Totally.
Right, here we are.
It's not part of the topic of our songs, but we try to sing about other things that need a chance to be sung about. Other emotions as well.
That's wonderful. And tell me about your upcoming gig.
Well, we're heading to South by Southwest next week. We have a few shows on the way out there. We're showing in Phoenix and Albuquerque, and then of course South by Southwest, which is our first big music festival, which is we're really excited about it. It's been the biggest not independent, but small bands have a chance to play the big stages, and I think we're excited to have that opportunity.
Let's see if we can get Priscilla talking.
Priscilla's totally down like the whole
She-
Comes to the territory.
Well, I hope so.
Yes. Priscilla, what advice do you have for him?
Well, keep doing what he's doing. I'm very proud of him. I love his writing, and I love coming to the shows and watching him grow. And since he was a little kid, he always loved music. Started playing piano. And now, he's invited, the band was invited to South by Southwest, so we're all excited about going to the Dirty Dog?
Dirty Dog Bar. March 15th at the Dirty Dog Bar in South by Southwest.
We're really excited about that.
That's going to be tremendous fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Austin's a great town,
So,
Yes.
you can find that on YouTube. I've watched it a few times because I find it interesting the way that Priscilla just stares at him lovingly and stays very quiet and lets him talk. And then the interviewer, right at the end, wants to question Priscilla. Because let's face it, Priscilla is the one they really want to talk to, I think, because she's Elvis's ex-wife. But I think you can so my son's behind me, but I think you can tell from the body language that they are very close, very close. You can completely see that. So, I know a lot of you have brought up this thing with Dr. Drew where Navarone said some things that you guys are upset with. And Presley Mania spoke about this. You have to be quiet. So I wanted to just read, where is it? So I did find a couple of clips I wanted to play you to do with the So it's Riley Q and Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie had seen it on her own first.
It was such an emotional, like Riley said, it just brings up such generational trauma. I mean, in a good way. And Riley, 5 minutes in, was already like gone. I'm done. She was already crying, and I was crying.
It was really intense. As a film, it's just an exceptional film.
And then there was one other clip, which is very sad, but I just want to play it.
Every time you'd leave town, you'd bring me a new tea set from Cracker Barrel. I remember all the notes you'd leave in my lunchbox every day. I remember the feeling I'd get when I'd see you picking me up from school, the way your hand felt on my forehead. I remember how it felt to be loved by the most loving mother I've ever known. I remember how safe it felt to be in your arms. I remember that feeling as a child, and I remember it 2 weeks ago on your couch. Thank you for showing me that love is the only thing that matters in this life. I hope I can love my daughter the way you loved me.
So very touching, very touching. That was written by Riley Q, and obviously her husband felt that it's obvious Riley just couldn't speak, could she? She was too emotional, so her husband stepped up, and I really respect him for that. So let's go on to. I just want to talk quickly about the circumstances of her death, and then we can talk. Maybe discuss just quickly about the DNR, the do not resuscitate. It's Sherry. Hi, Sherry. I've listened. Nadia, I've listened to his band. I think you have to be into that kind of music. It's not my scene of music, so I would never enjoy it. But I would say it's like he wants to be a bit like NXS. Have any of you guys heard of NXS? I think he's trying to be a bit like them, isn't he? So the tragic details of Lisa Marie Presley's death as a DNR order is uncovered. The American singer and the only child of late star Elvis Presley passed away on Thursday after suffering 2 cardiac arrests and after her family signed a do not resuscitate order. Now I'll show it you. It's going to be a bit blurry, but it clearly says the family signed a do not resuscitate order. And this is on a lot of clips. So this one's the Daily Mirror in the UK. So obviously you guys have messaged me quite passionately saying that Priscilla turned off the life support machine. So I'd like to know more about that. But the do not resuscitate order, I am very interested. Hi, Teresa. I am very interested to know why did the family have the do not resuscitate order? Why did they sign that? What were the circumstances? Obviously, there's of course she was likely that she was brain dead, but it was done so quickly. And this is what you fans keep saying to me. Why was it done so quickly? So Lisa Marie was just 54. Right. Oh, no. Sit on my lap. Sit on my lap here. Remember, you do have to be quiet because remember, we've got to go in a minute. So I want to quickly read them. No, you're going to be quiet. Right. So Lisa Marie was just 54 when she died suddenly earlier this month, and her body was found at her home in Calabasas neighborhood, Los Angeles, and was rushed to hospital where she passed away. Reports have emerged to suggest that she suffered from cardiac arrest at her home and a second one en route to the hospital, at which point her family had already ordered a DNR. Guys, what is your opinion on that? So she's being rushed to the hospital. She's had 2 heart attacks. But the family have already signed a DNR. Is this something to do with Scientology, guys? Is this one of the Scientology rules? Do any of you... I don't understand that. If one of my family was having a heart attack and been resuscitated, I wouldn't have signed a DNR. I would have let things pan out. Yeah, Naja, it doesn't. Yeah, Naja, I heard Riley wasn't there as well, but I just don't understand it. I'm like, wait, that's right. Just be quiet a minute. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what to say. The outlet claims a source told them that Lisa had been pronounced brain dead after she was admitted to the hospital on Thursday and put her in an induced coma, and she was on life support. I still don't understand why the DNR was signed, because you would wait, wouldn't you? You would wait. You're in hope, aren't you? You're hoping. The source added, a family member signed a DNR, do not resuscitate order in case she flatlined again. Why? Why? I don't know. I can't see why. The report states that the singer suffered a second cardiac arrest and was pronounced dead soon after. Tributes have been flooding in since Lisa Marie's tragic passing, with the ex-husband Nicolas Cage, to whom she was married from 2002 until 2004, declaring the star had the greatest laugh of anyone I ever met. She lit up every room and I am heartbroken. I agree. She did light up every room. She had a real spark, didn't she? She had an amazing smile. When I watch her interviews, I love them. She's like, I can't explain it. It's like Elvis, yeah? As soon as you start listening to her being interviewed, the room changes. The room changes. It's like the molecular structure of the room lights up. I love watching Lisa Marie. And all through the different decades. Brilliant. Australian filmmaker Baz Luhrmann, who directed 2022's Elvis biopic, stated over the last year, the entire Elvis movie family and I have felt the privilege of Lisa Marie's kind embrace. Her sudden and shocking death has devastated people all around the world. I remember you being quiet. I know her fans everywhere join me in sharing prayers for love and support for the mother Priscilla and her wonderful daughters Riley and Finley Harper. You know, come on, could you imagine right now how Riley feels, how Finley and Harper feel? You know, they've lost their mum. They've lost their mum. It's like, even though it's been well over a year, you never get used to that, do you? And they're at an age where they remember it, where I know when they're very small, like Tino, they forget, don't they? But they were, it's just the whole thing's shocking. Right, let's have a look. So Lisa Marie will be missed. Lisa Marie will be missed. Your warm smile, your love. Lisa Marie will be buried at Graceland, where Elvis himself resided, and will be laid to rest to the body of her son, next to the body of her son, Benjamin Keogh, who died of suicide in 2020. Benjamin was just 27 years old when he died, triggering an unrelenting grief for his mum. And we know that she never came to terms with the loss of Benjamin. We know that, and we know that she spiraled into depression and there was problems with opiates. And she really, really did struggle. But she had Riley and Finley and Harper. So one of the things that Rhonda says in Presley Mania, that there's no way that Lisa Marie would have ever committed suicide. Now, did she contemplate it? Well, if your son dies, it wouldn't surprise me. It was, especially if they were very, very close. And he was a beautiful boy, a very gifted boy, and he looked a lot like Elvis. So yeah, she was never going to come to terms with it. So he was buried in the meditation garden, which is also a resting place of his grandmother and Elvis's great-grandmother, Gladys' great-grandmother Vernon, and great-great-grandmother Minnie May. And Lisa Marie had barely left the house in recent weeks. However, she did visit the Graceland on Sunday to mark his 88th birthday. I'm so glad she did that. So just very sad, guys. I've got one more clip. I'm going to have to read this one more clip, then I'm going to have to go. I'm going to come, but I will come back on because I'm taking him to football. So Lisa Marie Presley. Actually, I'll quickly read your comments. Rhonda said that she was to talk about this in the next 3 weeks about the DNR. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, Patricia, I heard that. Yeah, that's right. We're going in a minute. Do you think the DNR was something to do with Scientology? Sue. Hi, Sue, by the way. Good morning. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Jane. And Sherry and Nadia. I'd like to know if it was. I'd definitely like to, because it doesn't make any sense to me. It happened too quickly. So it's very possible, I would say. Elvis and Lisa are two beautiful people. I love beautiful people. They are. They are. Oh, I think Lisa has a massive following. There's a lot of love for Lisa Marie. A lot of love from the Elvis fans. A lot. And then you've got, oh, hi, Solid Heroes. How are you, Gio? Unfortunately, I can't hang on. I can't stay on much because I've got to go. I've got to go somewhere in a minute. Lisa Marie had the charisma and of her dad. She was a cool cat. Gio, it is Gio, isn't it? I want to make sure I got your name right, Solid Heroes. It is Gio, isn't it? Like Sherry, I'm going to learn your name. I got to implant it in my brain. She was way cool. Even her rock chick music, she's cool. At least she's a real cute, pretty, lovely young lady, but also very smart. And she come and lived in England for a while, didn't she? And she even worked in a fish and chip shop selling fish and chips. And my wife is from Bath City. Have you heard of Bath City? And she lived in Bath for a while. Yeah. So because that's where Nicolas Cage lived. Do you know? Nicolas Cage came and lived in Bath for a while. So I have heard that the Scientology building, there's a massive one in the UK, and that was part of the reason that Lisa Marie moved to England. But I also heard that part of the reason Lisa Marie moved to England was to get away from Priscilla because of all the legal wrangles and financial problems, and to do with, you know, the lawsuit with Barry Siegel, where secretly Priscilla and Barry Siegel were plotting to try and grab all the money, in our opinion. And that was a part of the reason she came to England, to break away from Priscilla. This is just what I've heard. Oh, no, guys. Come on, no parent ever comes to terms with the loss of... Yes, it is Gio. Because you know my son's called Gio, short for Giovanni. So I shouldn't forget your name. And you did make me laugh last night, Gio, when you were saying that we're surrounded by women and you feel like Elvis.
But we got Gio.
Yes, we got Gio, haven't we? So what time is it? Well, I think I've got enough time to read this second clip that I found. So it's a bit of a rush job today, guys, because I got to take in football. The football's only for an hour. It's raining outside, so I don't really have any plans. Let's have a look today. Right, let's have a look. So Lisa Marie Presley was brain dead at hospital, and her family ordered a DNR after a second cardiac arrest. So it's probably going to say the same thing as the last one, but I'm going to read it anyway. The singer and daughter of Elvis Presley died at the age of 54. So Lisa Marie received CPR almost immediately when she went into cardiac arrest on Thursday morning at the Calabay home. She was brain dead when she arrived at the hospital for emergency care. No, stop it. And her family had to make a painful decision. See, this is it, guys. Her family had to make a painful decision. The heart of the daughter of the King of Rock and Roll stopped twice while she was being treated, according to sources close to New York. So this is what we're trying to find out. Who made the decision to do the DNR? Was it anything to do with Scientology? Was it Priscilla? Was it Riley? We want to know. If you don't stop, I'm just going to take this off you. This prompted her family, Priscilla Presley, and her daughter Riley Keough, as well as other family members, to sign a do not resuscitate order in case of another heart attack. Why? I'm confused. Right, I'll read that bit again. This prompted her mother, Priscilla Presley, and her daughter, Riley Keough, as well as other family members, to sign a do not resuscitate order in case of another heart attack. Now, what are the family members? That's crucial. As well as other family members. And why would it have needed more than one person to sign the DNR, do not resuscitate? I find that confusing, guys. Right, after placing her in an induced coma, the family made a decision. Lisa Marie, who is a singer, had a solid music career and a huge hit with songs Lights Out, was declared brain dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. And although doctors placed her in an induced coma and on life support with temporary pacemaker, it was too late. So we know she was on life support. We know that she had a temporary pacemaker fitted. Lisa Marie went into cardiac arrest for a second time, after which no further attempts were made to resuscitate her. Why not? No further attempts were made to resuscitate her. Guys, I don't know what to say. What do you think? Please comment. Let me know what you think. And she died at the age of 54. The problem is that no one knows how much time passed between her first cardiac arrest and being found by her housekeeper, who called her ex-husband Danny Keough, arrived to give her CPR while medical services arrived. So we know Danny, who she was living with and still in love with, I think, and always regretted splitting up with, tried to give her CPR. And it sounds to me like Danny's a real nice guy, and I can see that him and Riley are very close. 2 days before she died, Lisa and her mum Priscilla attended the Golden Globe Awards. We know that Jerry Schilling is the one that took her there.
Dad.
Yes.
Tell me what clothes.
Clothes, but we're going now anyway. So clothes. Oh, all right. We're going to put your football clothes on now. And it's not really working, Tino. So let's have a look. But before the red carpet, it was noticed that Lisa Marie had trouble standing, even needed to help to walk. And we all saw that, guys. It was heartbreaking. As soon as I watched the clips of the Golden Globes, we all knew there was something wrong, didn't we? We didn't think she was going to die, but we all knew that she was very unwell. It was so obvious. Although they later attended an after party, Lisa looked tired and struggled to be animated, which was no doubt a warning of tragedy to come. It was. Why would they fit a temporary pacemaker and then sign a DNI? Jane, I agree. It's weird. I don't understand it. Cat girl, I fear you are right. Yeah, she looked awful. She did. So different to the sparky little Lisa Marie that we all were used to. So I might have a minute just to read the other one that I clicked on. There was a few. Let's have a look. It's going to say the same thing. Lisa Marie Elvis Presley, only child, dead at 54 of cardiac arrest. And then it says, so she died at 54 of suffering a heart attack. She was rushed to hospital. She was then in a coma and artificial respiration. No. So on artificial respiration. Yeah. So the news was released. Right. Let's have a look. Right. So then I think Priscilla says it's with a heavy heart. It's with a heavy heart I must share that the devastating news that my beautiful daughter, Lisa Marie, has left us. She was the most passionate, strong, and loving woman I have ever known. We ask for privacy as we try to deal with this profound loss. Thank you for the love and prayers. There will be no further comments at this time. So according to the New York Press, Sean Maloney of the Los Angeles Sheriff's Office said they responded to a call at 5900 block of Normandy Drive in Cala Bay at 10:40 a.m. Thursday at the request of the Los Angeles County Fire Department. Firefighters arrived on the scene, administered CPR at 11:17 a.m. and Lisa Marie's mother, who was 77 at the time, confirmed her daughter's health status via social media a couple of hours before her death. My beloved daughter, Lisa Marie, has been rushed to hospital. She is now receiving the best care. Please keep her and our family in your prayers. We feel prayers from around the world and ask for privacy. Now, this is one of the things you guys are messaging me about. Did Priscilla know that she had died? Because that we get the impression from that message from Priscilla on her social media that she had not died yet, and then she asked for us to pray for Lisa Marie. But some of you are saying in your comments that she already knew she was dead. So I know, guys, you guys have got strong views about this. Lisa Marie was assisted at the time of the attack by her ex-husband, Danny Q. So we know Danny Q tried to revive her, and who was living with her at the time. After Lisa Marie's, it was Lisa Marie's housekeeper that discovered the unconscious Lisa. Then we have that Keo gave her CPR while paramedics arrived, and who had administered this is some kind of drug, epinephrine, on the spot at least once to help Presley regain pulse. Lisa Marie coded multiple times in the hospital, and after going into cardiac arrest at her home, according to Lisa Marie, who was 9 years old when her father died. And then it just talks about stuff that's irrelevant, really. So that's that. Oh, let's see if there's any more. No, that's it, guys. So it's a very complicated thing, isn't it? It's very complicated. We want to know who signed the DNR. We want more details about the life support machine. More details about the fact she was brain dead and the 2 different heart attacks. I think the biggest question is why sign the DNR so quickly? So she's rushed to hospital. They're trying to revive her. She had 2 heart attacks. No, Danny Keogh tried to revive her. They had 2 heart attacks. She goes into a coma. We'd like to know more facts about that. And then the family get involved. Which part of the family signed the DNR? And it was Scientology. Anything to do with this decision to not allow them to revive her and do not resuscitate. That is the biggie. And, and as you guys have been saying, who turned off the life support machine? So it's very sad, guys. Very sad and complicated. So I'd quickly read these last couple of comments and I'm going to have to shoot off. So So Lisa Marie said that the fans were the only people who could get her out of her home. Imagine how proud she would have been if she knew we are here to defend her and her dad. Thanks, Gio. Yeah, we are. We're proud to defend her and she would love it. Nothing of her death makes much sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. All of it is like, it all happened so suddenly, didn't it? We know how happy she was on a high. We know how happy that she was about the Baz Luhrmann film and how good it was. She absolutely felt that it restored Elvis's reputation. And I will just show that little clip that shows, you can see in this bit, she looks happy. Let me just show it. Let's get the volume up. She even laughed
on her own first.
It was such an emotional, like Riley said, it just brings up such generational trauma. I mean, in a good way. And Riley, 5 minutes in, was already like gone. I'm done. She was already crying, and I was crying.
It was really intense. As a film, it's just an exceptional film.
See, you know, she even laughing and smiling. And you can see that she's happy about this film, and that to her it's restored Elvis's image and legacy and reboosted Elvis around the world. So this film meant everything to Lisa Marie. So I'm so glad that she had that bit of happiness. But then we know that behind the scenes, she was arguing with Priscilla about the making of the Priscilla film by Sofia Coppola, and that had written to Sofia Coppola demanding the film not be made, and that they were arguing behind the scenes, and there's a possibility that Lisa Marie was threatening a lawsuit against her own mother to prevent the making of this film. And then the shocking bit is that even though she died, Priscilla then goes on to promote this film around the world, and was proud to be part of the Priscilla film, knowing that her daughter Lisa Marie did not want it made. Guys, that film should not have been made. The Priscilla film should not have been made. And we, as Elvis fans, we all believe this. So it's just, Teresa, I just think, and Jane, you say a cover up, and Teresa says about her being evil. I just think too much money was involved. I also think a lot of vanity. This is just my opinion, guys. I think a lot of vanity from Priscilla. She loved that finally this film was going to come out that exonerates her and shows the world that she was the victim and she was wronged. And I think Priscilla thought this film was going to come out and everyone was going to love Priscilla. But the truth is, the opposite happened. The film has come out. The fans are outraged that this film was ever made. And I think this film has created a lot of hate towards Priscilla. We're talking about a hell of a lot of hate is aimed at Priscilla now because of the making of this film. I actually think it even made Sofia Coppola become unpopular. And the film flopped, didn't it? So this is all opinions, by the way. So I just think, I don't think Priscilla could have got it any more wrong. Priscilla allowing that film to go ahead and being connected to that film and then supporting the film after the death of Lisa Marie, God rest her soul, I think is one of the biggest mistakes she ever made. Seriously, guys, I don't think the fans will ever forgive Priscilla for allowing that film to be made and being part of it. And it's shocking, guys. I'm saying when it comes to the Priscilla film, it's shocking because it really did harm the good that came from the Baz Luhrmann Elvis film. Because obviously, once the Baz Luhrmann Elvis film was made, it boosted Elvis's image around the world. And then suddenly, very shortly after, Sofia Coppola makes this film, probably expecting to have the same kind of success that the Baz Luhrmann film had, that tramples on his reputation, makes Elvis out to be some kind of pedo and drug addict and violent man. So it tramples on the good that Baz Luhrmann's film did. And then we have this horrific situation where Lisa Marie, just very shortly after the Golden Globe Awards, has these heart attack problems. It's related to a blockage in her, in her stomach. And I don't know what to say, guys. It just, all of it. You can't undo it. This is the problem with Priscilla. You can't undo what she did. The film did come out. She did support the film. And the way that she grieved over Lisa Marie does not add up. It doesn't feel right. There's something wrong in it. I always end this. I'm not being hateful to Priscilla. I'm not trying to create hate, but I'm trying, as us who are trying to defend Elvis, we're also defending Lisa Marie. We're trying to understand it, aren't we, guys? Good boy. We're trying to search for the truth together. And that's the whole point of this this morning's live stream, is that what all these facts that we're talking about together, we're trying to go, it doesn't make sense. Let's get to the truth. Let's read between the lines. And Nadia says there should be a timeline. and I think Nadia, if you go back through this live stream, we did go through the different times of the heart attacks, the times that she was found by her cleaner, when Danny tried to revive her, the different times of the heart attacks, the times that she arrived at the hospital. There is a bit of a timeline on this live stream. Right, let's have a look. I'll quickly read these and I'm going, guys. So we've got Lisa really was uncomfortable sitting beside her mum. Yes, Nadia, you can clearly see it. Clearly. Sure, Lisa was happy about the Elvis movie. It was short-lived given the Priscilla film, and I don't think she ever recovered from Benjamin's death. I agree. Nicolette, 100%. She did never. I think the only reason she kept going was for Riley and the twins. So, hi, Jill, Blue Bunny. I'm glad her movie flopped. I'm sure Lisa is smiling in heaven knowing that. Yeah, I am as well. That film was terrible. Terrible. Should never have been made. Yeah, you guys keep telling me that 100 pages have been removed from Lisa Marie and Riley's book. I hope not. We've all ordered it. Let's see what happens. The height difference in the actor of the movie Priscilla set the disturbing tone. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, come on. That is the worst Elvis ever done, isn't it? What's his name again? I forget his name now. Jacob Elordi. He seems like a nice guy, but terrible. He looked stupid. He didn't sound anything like him. It's just a terrible film. But Kaylee Spacey, she was beautiful, so she did fit the role, but she didn't say anything, did she? She hardly spoke in that film. She just smiled. Yeah, could be a cover-up, Catgirl. Could be a cover-up. So I know a lot of you guys feel that Priscilla is a very cold person. I know. I understand that. Lisa was supposed to take part in the Danny Mattison's trial. Also, she planned a lawsuit against Priscilla. And this is coming out now that Lisa Marie may have been considering a lawsuit against her own mother. A lot of you are saying this to me. I can't prove that, but many of you are saying it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go now, Jill. So thanks, Sue, all of you. Thanks, Sue Shannon. Thanks, all of you, for joining in. And Nicolette, it's nice to see you with us this morning. And Teresa, obviously Nadia, who's like family now. We've got Catgirl. Remind me of your name, Catgirl. You know I'm terrible with names. Patricia and Jane. Let me just try and get all the names. Sherry, Judith. I think Judith went to sleep. We've got Philomena. So we've had a good chat this morning. I'm going to come back later. We'll choose a different subject. I want to try and try some different subjects. Maybe I want to, you know, the book, the tell-all book that Memphis Mafia wrote. I might try and go into that a bit, and we'll see. We'll see. Eileen, sorry, Eileen, but you can watch it back. And good morning to you, Eileen. Thanks to all the members. Please, guys, join them. I want you to join. If you're watching now, please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell, the little bell at the top. Then we can come together whenever we go live. And any of you watching now that have not joined in, you're welcome to join in with our little family as we together defend Elvis Presley and Lisa Marie. And we search for the truth so we can stand up for Elvis, guys. Priscilla fans are very welcome on this on our channel. We are not a Priscilla hate channel. So the membership is only 99p or $1 a month. It's nothing, but it makes me feel good. It shows appreciation. And we're trying to build up the memberships so we can do stuff with the members as well. So all the best, guys. Thank you. Right, you can say goodbye, Tina. Bye-bye. See you later, alligators. In a while, crocodile.
In a while, crocodile.